before us we have a question 1 extracted from Mathematics Paper 2 for the year 2024, written by the internal candidates. So we have two questions. Question A, we are told to simplify. Question B, we are told to solve the equation 2x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0, giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So we are going to start with question A. So question A, I'm just going first to copy the exact question. So the operator is division. Right, so in case you are given an operator such as division, so step number 1, we need to change our division into multiplication. Then after doing that, you need also to remember that the second fraction must be flipped. So what we mean by this is that the denominator becomes the numerator becomes the denominator. So 21 c squared d cubed will become our numerator. So 21 c squared d cubed over 5a cubed b squared. Then at this point, we may have different ways of simplifying, so you need to use the method that works for you. So I'm going to break some numbers. So 15 can be broken into numbers in which one number is common with 5. So 15 is same as 3 times 5, so that 5 is common here, times a times another a since we have squared, times b over 7 times c times d times d. So I've expanded the first part. We go to this part here. 21 is same as 3 times 7. At least 7 will be common here, we can cancel. Then multiply by c times d, another d since we have cubed, over 5 times a times a times a times b multiplied by b. Then at this point we can cancel. So we can see that we have a 5 here, this a goes, this a goes, this a goes, this a goes. Then we have a b here, we have a b here. So we are done with this diagonal. We move on to the other one. We cancel the 7. The 7 goes. C. Even here, the C is done. D. This one goes. This one goes. This one goes. Then from here, we can look at what is remaining. So from the top part here, the remaining is only 3 over here. Everything is gone, so you just write a 1 times here there is a 3 c and d. So we're going to have 3 c d over here we have a and b. So over a and b, then our final answer will be 3 times 3 cd give us 9 cd over 1 times ab will give us ab. So this is now our final answer. Right, so we can now move on to question B. So question B, we have So 2x squared minus x raised to the power 1. So you don't need to show a 1. Minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. So make sure that the equation is in standard form. So what do we mean by that? The squared must be on the first position. So this is our A. Then x raised to the power 1 is our B. The number is our C. So what are the values of these letters? A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 2, comma. B is the coefficient of x raised to the power 1, which is negative 1 here. Then C is just the constant number, which is negative 2. So for this one, we don't have to use the factorization method. We have to use the quadratic formula. So you say x is equal to minus b plus or minus c, then square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. Then at this point, we can just do the substitution. So x is equal to minus, what's our b? So b is negative 1 plus or minus. So we have negative 1 squared minus 4. What's our a? A is 2. Then c is negative 2 divided by 2 times z. What's our a? Is 2. So here we just have to do some math. So negative times negative is positive 1. Then here negative 1 squared is just 1. Now at this point we can see that there is a negative here and another negative. So we are going to have a plus. Then 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2, that is 16, over 2 times 2 will give us a 4. Then we can add the numbers under the square root. So this will give us 17 over 4. Then at this point you get your calculator and you need to look at the square root of 17. So square root of 17 is equal to 4.123105626 divided by 4. Then at this point you need to now have two equations. So you say x is equal to 1. The first equation, you get a plus sign. Over 4. Then the second equation will be x is equal to 1. For this time you get the minus sign. Minus 4. Then we can now just do the mathematics. So x is equal to, so 1 plus 4.123105626. I'm getting 5.1055626 over 4. Then divided by 4, I'm getting 1.280776406. Now you need to remember that we are told to give our answers correct to 2 decimal places. So at this point we only need two numbers after the decimal. So you can now say x is equal to 1.28. We are not going to get anything from 0 because 0 is less than 5. So we move on to the other equation. So the other equation is 1 minus 4.123 105626. So I'm getting negative 3.1230656 over 4. So I'm getting negative 0.78077661. Then x is equal to, so two numbers, negative 0.78. So these are the two values. So another myth that I would like to correct here is that the values of x can all be positive, or they can all be negative, or one can be positive, one can be negative. So it depends with the question that you are given. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.